defining a new function now. So we are going to call this function as def. Let me call the function with a very simple name, that is f. So the function def f. Now within the function, I'm going to say, let me just print this. Print entering or entered function f. Now after this, I'm going to define another function. Let me call it as g within a function. And here in this function g, I'm going to print, say, hi, it's me g, right? And then let me just, print one more statement and say, thanks for calling me, right? Whenever g is called, it's gonna say that. Outside this, let's print outside g. After defining g, you can just print over here, now in main function f. Okay, and then I'm gonna print, hi, I am going to call g now, right? Now this is in f. This function, this what I'm writing is in f, and now I am going to call g, which means a function is now calling its inner function by calling it with g. Are you able to understand? So now g is going to be called within f. This is just a function definition. This is the function being called. Let's understand. Okay, let's understand what will happen. Save this function f5. The function is defined for you. We now need to call the function. How will you call the function f? By writing f and call the function with its parameters, enter. What does it say? First it says it entered function f, which means this statement. It printed after calling function. Then it says now in main function f, which means it printed this, now in main function f. Of course, this was executed, but this was just a function definition. This function was not being called, right? So it says now in main function f. Then it says, hi, I am going to call g now. And then it prints, hi, it's me g, thanks for calling me, which means over here the g was called, and when the g was called, it returned saying, hi, it's me g, thanks for calling me. All right, so this is how a function within a function works. Okay, maybe we can understand it with a little different example. I'll put all of these in comments, and we'll understand the function within a function with a more clearer example. Let me define a function called as temperature. Now this particular function is going to take temperature T, okay, temperature T, and this temperature is going to be, let's say, in Celsius. I need to convert it to Fahrenheit. So I'm defining a function to convert temperature in Celsius to temperature in Fahrenheit, right? So this is what generally we do, right? In say, for example, in IoT applications, we will take a DHT sensor. A DHT sensor is a humidity and temperature sensor. We can take a sensor which gives us temperature, or we can take humidity, and then we might have to define certain functions which can either convert from Celsius to Fahrenheit, Fahrenheit to Celsius, something like that. So we have DHT sensors which help us in getting temperature. So now just say we have a function temperature which will have another function within it called as Celsius to Fahrenheit, something which we wanted to create. Celsius to Fahrenheit takes parameter x. Let's say it takes parameter x, which means it takes x in, that's a temperature, and then it returns in Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit will be 9 multiplied by x divided by 5 multiplied by 32, or sorry, adding 32 to it, right? So 9 multiplied by x divided by 5 plus 32. Okay, enter. Now where you are standing, you are not standing in Celsius, in the function Celsius, but Celsius to Fahrenheit, but you are in the function temperature. In the function temperature, we have to call this particular function, that is Celsius to Fahrenheit.